if you look at the recommendations that come from the Nzibeza report, in a way, I suppose Cricket South Africa had no choice. It has to do this.
Yeah, Cricket South Africa had to act. They had to do something, and they've decided that this is the best process. Word from inside the organization is that they felt that it is prudent for them to get independent and outside counsel to handle these matters. Obviously, we know from past experience that some of these disciplinary issues have gone sideways and they've dragged and they've put Cricket South Africa through costly court procedures, and they've changed course, obviously following on from the independent SJN process, and they've handed this one over as well to Advocate Motau.
There's a little bit of a contradiction in the statement that I received, and I'm sure, Sbu, you got it before me because you're a deputy editor at Sports 24 and I'm not, but it seems to suggest the headline or the sort of subject line says that Mark Boucher is suspended, but the statement is silent on whether he's suspended or not. Do you know what his status is at the moment?
As I understand it, the statement does not say that Mark Boucher is suspended. It says that Mark Boucher will continue until, well, the way I read it, he'll continue until the end of the disciplinary processes. What we don't know as it stands is what will happen after the Indian series is concluded. It concludes on Sunday, of course, at Newlands with the third ODI, and the Proteas are due to embark on a flight to New Zealand early in February to play for a test series, a two-test series that starts on the 17th of February. So it is very, very unclear at the moment, and sitting where I'm sitting as well, we're trying to get together the facts of the situation as well.
I mean, I think there's going to be a little while perhaps before we get clarity. As I understand it, I mean, key during the hearings that we've seen, the Nzibeza hearings, that process, so the claims came from Paul Adams. They're very serious claims. Mark Boucher gave an affidavit under oath in response, but he didn't actually answer questions under oath. Is that now, do you think, going to happen? I mean, would this be the key moment? He needs to give his side of the story and answer questions under oath, and I'm presuming that Advocate Motau is going to ask him to do exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only place where he can get recourse, where he can clear his name, so there is no point in being half with your truth. He has to bear his own truth to the advocate, and that truth needs to be tested then by Advocate Motau. He can call on his own witnesses, and Cricket South Africa can call on theirs. The issue has now come to a point where there's no more room for conjecture. Only the facts will suffice, and for Cricket South Africa to come to this point means that they've actually gathered enough by way of charges or a charge sheet to proceed, because now it also incorporates present-day matters. You would have noticed from the statement that Enoch Ngwe is mentioned as well. Now, that's the former assistant coach who worked under Boucher, who resigned just last year, just before the ICC T20 World Cup. He had some things to say, did Enoch, which we're not privy to yet, which will be addressed at this disciplinary hearing.
Sbu Mjikeliso, I really appreciate the time. Thank you. The deputy editor at Sport 24. Well,